Electricity and Energy Minister Dr. Kgosientsho Ramokgopa says, as the largest economy, the United States can't be left behind and out of conversations around future energy security. The U.S. forms part of the Troika alongside South Africa and Brazil, with Ramokgopa saying officials from the U.S. have confirmed their attendance to the upcoming Thursday's working group meeting, which he says is positive.
Of course, now we've got a new administration in the U.S. They've got their own interpretation in relation to what could be considered just, what are some of the underpinning elements of this transition. I'm confident that we should be in a position to find each other. We will invest a lot of time in ensuring that there's a common understanding between the Troika so that we are able to drive the conversations together. The first of the technical working streams is on Thursday, Friday, and all I know is that the U.S. has confirmed will be represented at the level of a DG because that's a meeting of the officials. So that for us is a sign that they're invested in this conversation and in taking it forward.
He hosted a deep dive session looking at the Energy Working Group's G20 priorities.
Looking at issues of energy security, affordability and quality, and energy access as the first priority. As you know, that the issue of affordability is a big one also in our country, across the globe. Accessibility is massive. Over 680 million people don't have access to electricity, and 600 million of those are found on the continent. So it's important that we talk to the major Western powers on how best we are able to address this question. The other one is on just affordable energy transitions. They are important because the pace and scale is significant. They are going to require a significant amount of financing, as we know also in our space. For us to modernize and expand the transmission infrastructure, we need upwards of 440 billion rand.
South Africa is currently experiencing rounds of load shedding, which the minister says should soon be a thing of the past.
It was a major outlier. We have fixed those units that had failed at Majuba. Now they are back with us. 3 of the 4 units that had failed at Camden are back with us. And also Ankerleg, the diesel levels now, it's about 66%. We are waiting to go to 70%. You are right, we had promised we'll keep on bringing it down. And then we are going to have a review later in the evening, and then we'll announce going forward. So the promise we make is a promise we'll keep. And one of the things that I want to say to the general public, will ensure that we keep the lights on. I think that's very important for the South African economy.
The first G20 South Africa Energy Transition Working Group meeting gets underway on Thursday with inclusive economic growth, industrialization, AI, food security, employment and reduced inequality expected to come under the spotlight. The electricity minister is hopeful that by the end of the week, the country will be out of the latest round of load shedding, with South Africa optimistic about our G20 presidency and looking towards active collaboration between South Africa and other African and developing countries on energy matters beyond 2025. Katlego, Legodi, SABC News in Johannesburg.